Hey students, Pastor Luke here with a quick video for today. It's our daily devotion number 1 for this week. I know it's on Thursday, but just wanted to do 2 quick videos for you this week. This is number 1. So last week we studied through the 10 Commandments, diving deeper in our understanding of them and really what they can mean for us today. But this week we're going to continue looking into the law of God and really why it's important for us to keep looking at it, to keep obeying it. On Sunday night, if you haven't watched Sunday night's Bible study, I encourage you to do so because it'll give you kind of an insight on what we're talking about these next 2 days. But on Sunday night, our lesson asked the question, can anyone keep the law of God perfectly? And we asked the question, did God create us unable to keep His law? And we saw that the answer to both of those questions is no. No one is able to keep the law perfectly, but we consistently break it in thoughts, words, and deed. But God didn't create us that way. Okay, God created us to live in harmony with Him, but because of sin, we break the law. We break His law. We disobey Him, and we mess up. And so that brings us up to today. And our question for today is, since no one can keep the law, what is its purpose? Why do we have it? Okay, and the answer to that is that we have the law that we may know the holy nature and will of God and the sinful nature and disobedience of our hearts, and thus our need of a Savior. The law also teaches and exhorts us to live a life worthy of our Savior. The law is for us to know how helpless we are and how in need of a Savior we are. It also makes us strive to be better Christians for the sole reason of glorifying God. Romans 3:20 says, "For by works of the law no human being will be justified in his sight, since through the law comes knowledge of sin." And I want to focus on that phrase. Through the law comes knowledge of sin. We don't know how much sin we have in our lives. We don't know how devastating our sin is to our lives until we read the law of God, until we compare our lives to that of the Bible or that of Jesus Christ, who modeled the perfect Christian life for us. Ligon Duncan said this: "The law of God helps us to know God, know ourselves, know our need, and know the life, peace, and blessedness. It helps us to know God because it specifically reveals His character and His attributes, His holy will, and what He's like." So through the law comes our knowledge of sin, how depraved we are, how much in need of a Savior we are, but also through the law comes the knowledge of God, of who He is. Okay, if we don't know the law, we can never truly know who God is. We can never truly know God's purpose of sending Jesus to be our Savior, of that sacrifice. See, the law reveals our need for Jesus to transform our lives. The reason that we study the law, the purpose of the law is so that we can know God and know how He can heal us through a relationship with His Son, Jesus. I hope you've enjoyed today's devotion. Look out tomorrow for another one, and we'll see you later. If there's anything we can do for you, let us know. Bye, guys.